Video number 185, graphing the tangent y equals tan bx. In video 184, bam, we went through all this, so please do double check everything that happened there. Now, this is obviously a much more cleaned up version. Let's take a look at y equals tan 3x. Now, 3x is in the position that we're taking a tangent of. So if you put the question mark set equal to 3x, we would say that x equals the question mark over 3. In other words, whatever's in the position that we're taking a tangent of, we're going to what? Bam! Divide it into 3 pieces. What do you got here? Pi over 4s, pi over 4s, pi over 2s. Guess what? We're dividing those by 3. Pi over 12s and pi over 6s. So, instead of us looking at pi over 4, comma 1, which would have been 45 degrees, there's your 1, and then negative pi over 4 would have given us negative 1, and pi over 2 giving us the undefined, and so we're going to be using pi over 12 instead. So this is going to be pi over 12 now. That's going to still be a 1. This will be negative pi over 12. This will be a negative 1. I meant to draw this over here as a negative 1. But yeah, you got the idea here. Now, hopefully what we got going on here is this. Hopefully you understand that we're working with, right here, this curve shape. And you basically make sure you double check in video 184. But yeah, that's what we're working with. This is now pi over 6. This is negative pi over 6. Now, let's go ahead and add our pi's together. That's 0. That's pi over 12. What would this be? 2 pi over 12, 3 pi over 12, which is pi over 4, 4 pi over 12, which would simply be pi over 3, 5 pi over 12, let's just call it simply 5 pi over 12, and then this would be 6 pi over 12, the undefined, which is what? Pi over 2, right? And then of course we can just copy this information this way. This would then be negative pi over 4, this is negative pi over 3, this is negative 5 pi over 12, and then this would be negative pi over 2. Okay, so this is how we would translate the situation from the mother graph y equals tan x. And if you notice here, everything basically got squeezed in. Even though the graphs look the same, we've changed the domain values, so basically everything got squeezed. In other words, this graph is what? Taller than this. So everything got stretched taller, okay? Because things increased up to a 1 at a much faster pace. Let's take a look at this one. Y equals tan 3/4 x. Well, instead of taking our pi over 4s and dividing them by 3, because of the 3 we have in front of here, we're actually going to do 2 things. We're going to take our pi over 4s and our pi over 2s, and we're going to multiply by 4 and then divide by 3. So that gives us a pi over 3, and a 2 pi over 3. Just double check. Divide those, or multiply by those by 4, then divide by 3. Bam, pi over 3s. Multiply this by 4, you get 2 pi divided by 3, 2 pi over 3. There it is. Now, let's go ahead and fill in the blanks. This puts us here at negative pi over 3. This puts us here at pi over 3. Okay, so now we're going 1 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3. What's the next number? 3 pi over 3, which is pi. 4 pi over 3, let's just write that down because that doesn't reduce. 5 pi over 3 is this x value. And then what's 6 pi over 3? 2 pi. And we just copy this over here. So this will give us negative 2 pi over 3, negative 3 pi over 3, which is negative pi, negative 4 pi over 3, negative 5/3 pi, if you want to call it that instead, whatever you want to use here. And of course, negative 2 pi, because it's negative 6 pi over 3. So it looks like we're going to have undefines at all of the, some of the multiples of 2 pi over 3. Because it looks like 2 pi over 3 times 2 puts us at 4 pi over 3. So not those. It would not be, so the undefines would not be at 2 pi over 3 times n, but times what? Times 2n. Every second 2 pi over 3. So this is 1 2 pi over 3. That's a second 2 pi over 3. This is what? The third 2 pi over 3. So we would then, let's look, it looks like we would actually, let's see here. It would happen at 2 pi over 3 plus, let's see here, plus 1 pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3. So plus multiples of 4 pi over 3. Pretty sweet, huh? And of course, actually, we could actually say plus or minus, because that would include this -1 over here as well. All right. Anyway, good times. Questions or concerns, send me an email. Talk to you later.